camera's just not at a great angle, is it?
Right between my legs.
So,
So feel free to fire us some questions. So
Rob,
these
you got
guys
the comments
are
ready?
PTs. We're all from Scotland, as Bobby.
Basically
they're
20 miles apart.
They're in kilts. You can't see that, but they are.
Yeah.
You can see my knees.
I need to mute this somehow though.
So feel free to drop us some questions.
Yeah, ask away.
Otherwise, we'll just start chatting nonsense.
Yeah.
We should have filmed like the initial bit.
We were trying to balance phones on teacups.
Yeah. It's very professional here, obviously.
Is that somebody commenting there?
Now put on a mask to give yourself a fun look. No, I'm not doing that.
Oh my god, awesomeness. Hello men, hi guys, hi.
Hey.
Hello.
This is the
We're doing
Kilted Yogi.
YouTube Live and Facebook Live at the same time.
Yeah, so
very efficient.
we're on the Kilted Coaches YouTube and we're on the... is this your personal one?
Yep, this is my teacher page on Facebook.
Cool. So to YouTube, to our audience, Finlay is the Kilted Yogi. You can check him out. Finlay Wilson. His Instagram is awesome. Go and check that out. And also on YouTube. And actually, you're on YouTube as well, right?
Yeah, I've got some stuff on YouTube. So that's actually under, most of my stuff is under my, no, it's the same thing. So if you look up Finlay0901 on YouTube, you'll find me there, and you'll also find the same thing on Instagram.
Cool.
For sure.
Rabbi, you checking these comments?
Yeah. Somebody's asking about what do you do to help with knee and ankle injury preventions?
Do you mean like yoga stuff? Or for knee and ankle injury? Or are you talking about PT-based stuff?
Yeah, it depends on the injury, really. I'm a big believer of, flexibility plus strength equals lack of injuries. But it's a case of, well, what's wrong with your ankles?
Yeah, yoga.
Please comment again.
Yes, yoga style.
So
Yoga style.
with yoga stuff, there's a lot of stuff that you can do to build up the strength of the knee. One of them being active feet. So that is actually in your yoga standing poses when you actually spread the toes and actually lift the toe tips off of the ground in all standing poses. You actually start to build the structural supporting muscles that stabilize the knee joint. That can be really helpful. Also adding into that, doing a regimen of quadricep stretching can take the pressure off the knee, especially if it's a patella tracking issue.
That's just Ruby saying we're in the cafeteria.
Yeah,
the person
yeah.
you were explaining that to about they said they blew their knee, they're a former gymnast. I think his name's Gregory. So he said that basically.
It depends. I guess it depends on their rehabilitation. So how long ago it was, what they're doing for it, what they've been advised to do for it, and what specifically the injury was.
So many beards, I feel weak.
Somebody's saying we look like brothers.
Our moustache is very similar.
I think it's the ginger beards going on.
We've also got a little bit of this like handlebar moustache.
I know, but you guys have got awesome beards. I'm just sticking with my wee chipmunk.
I've literally just done a video on beard grooming, and actually, what
I was totally wanting to do that.
what I'm aiming for is actually yours. I'm like, man, you just a couple steps ahead
So
of me.
I should do a video and then shame you.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Hi,
Here's
Nadine.
what not to do.
One of our lean subscribed Nadine's on there as well.
Nadine, hi Nadine.
This is what I'm doing today, Laura. So I'll see you later.
So Nadine does a lot of. Now I'm going to get this wrong. Is it bodyboarding? Is that what you-
Wakeboarding.
Wakeboarding, bodyboarding.
is it the sup yoga stuff, like the on the board yoga on water?
No, so nothing to do with yoga, but I'm just actually assuming that yoga is going to be excellent for her.
Yeah.
To become better, because it's all about balance and control.
Yeah,
and
definitely. So
flexibility.
actually, I ran a retreat, and part of it was involved surfing, and actually all the yoga people took to surfing like that. The teachers were so surprised, because basically the standing pose on the surfboard resembles warrior one position. And if you can be strong there and steady, actually you can start picking up a lot of the stuff really quickly.
Cool. So Nadine, go and check out Finley's page and get some tips on yoga.
Yeah.
Now apparently the handlebar moustaches are so hot.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
So what I'm saying is
thanks.
I'm ugly.
Well, no, it's inspiration for you to grow your own.
Rab, you can go get the coffees. Go take care of it from now.
I'm sure you could grow your own. It's fine.
Rab looks like the third wheel.
So my question is that we're Kilted coaches from now on.
Yeah.
And I'm just the kilted wheel.
You could be the Kilted Gingers, actually.
I have a question for you guys about your diet. Do you have a particular diet that you follow?
We
LGBT question just got asked.
So we are we believe in health and happiness.
Okay.
So
Good thing to believe in.
So first of all, I'll tell you what we don't do. We don't restrict ourselves too much, because when you restrict yourself, you become very unhappy when you start missing out on things. So for instance, if I wanted a pizza, for instance, I would have a pizza. However, it's once in a while, you know.
Yeah.
So generally
It's not
speaking,
pizza every night.
It's not pizza
Even though
every
you
night.
like it.
And same with, like, we love a whiskey.
Okay.
If we want a whiskey, we're going to have a whiskey. However, on a day-to-day basis, it is, you know, vegetables regularly, hell of a lot of protein, because we like a protein, building up muscle.
You get away with more carbs than I do.
I get away with more
Chunky
carbs,
monkey.
so yeah, I tend to go sort of lower fat and higher carbs, because my body type prefers that. I've got more energy. I feel like as soon as I lower the fat and get more carbs in, I get leaner. Whereas Rab is the opposite of that.
Yeah, I'm more like you actually. I just the last 2 weeks I was advised to give the keto diet a try. It was like really high fat and it was terrible. I've put on more body fat than I've had in like the last decade.
Really?
And so I'm like, no, I'm just going to go back to what I was doing before.
Ketogenic diet's sort of more sort of 80% fat, isn't it?
80% fat. You're literally talking like every meal, every snack was a block of cheese.
Block of cheese, yeah.
I was like, oh my
Making
god.
sure you put cream in your coffee.
I actually made this like pasta dish and I was just like, I have to put like an entire pint of double cream into this. It was rough.
Another question here, is power yoga hard to practice for a newbie?
Yeah, I would say power yoga is, well, I mean, the clue's in the name, it's power yoga.
So what's the difference with power yoga and standard yoga?
There are loads of, well, there is no standard yoga.
Right.
So there's lots of different, people start getting into the history of it. So that people will say that any yoga is based on hatha yoga, which is a postural based yoga. Power yoga is like a form of Ashtanga yoga, which is a very set formulaic. It's this, if you go to an Ashtanga class, it's generally going to be the same, no matter where you go. Whereas power yoga varies some of the postures. It's generally strong. So you usually start with standing pose series. I don't like what most power teachers do. I don't teach like that. And for new people, I prefer to see them getting a grasp of the basics and fundamentals a little bit slower, and then starting to build up to something more dynamic.
Like a bit of dynamic.
Yeah.
Somebody just asked you, Finley, how often you meditate.
Oh, that's a good one, because we just did a video meditation.
This is where I'm going to annoy people. So
Oh, here we go!
my irritation with meditation is loads of people seem to think like it's about almost like quieting your mind. I can't do that. Like, and I don't know of a lot of people that can do that. So for me, my meditation, if I'm sitting down to do a focused meditation, it usually takes the form of journaling, where actually I'm getting very clear, razor sharp focus on an issue or something that I'm working on, and that allows me to like have great clarity. That's a very different way of working. My yoga practice is how I do my meditation. So every day when I'm doing my practice, I set an intent. So for example, the start of my practice might be, my intent for today is going to be being pain-free or working in a pain-freeing way in every single pose. And if I'm doing deep breathing plus focusing my intent in every pose and every moment, you try and tell me that's not meditation.
100%
It's also
is.
intensely mindful. So we use an active form of breathing called Ujjayi breathing, which is controlled inhale, controlled exhale, all the way through, like a 90-minute, 2-hour practice. That makes itself a meditative focus. So for me, I don't necessarily feel like I need to sit down and then meditate. I get a lot out of my, without sounding
practice.
cliche, I'm moving meditation. It is
Well, that's similar to
focus
what I
builder
do.
for me.
I sort of meditate when I run. I try and zone out. That's why I always choose to run in places I don't have to think, like there's no traffic or something,
Yeah, well, it's in the book that I've written. I said there's a walking meditation, and actually one of the simple things you can do is do an inhale for 4 steps, exhale for 6 steps while you're walking, and that actually, so the way that you start interfacing with the breath and the nervous system, you actually enter a down-regulated state whilst being active. So you can actually calm the nervous system while being active. It's a very interesting way of working.
What's it? Just a few comments coming in here. I saw another one to do with yoga. Now, this Joffrey's asked again. Joffrey? It's like some Game of Thrones.
Joffrey, grow a beard and join us.
Any particular yoga poses you prefer to help build the muscle structure around the knee and ankle? He's looking for 2 to 3 poses that maybe he can add to his morning routine.
Yeah, so I like loads of different lunge variations. So when I do lunges, for example, just to clarify, lunge, 1 foot down, back knee down, lowering the hips down. If the back foot is flat, so if this leg is here like that, and the back foot is down flat, if you push into this foot and hover the knee a little bit off the ground, you will engage your leg muscles in a very big way. It's called arrow lunge. and it's called arrow lunge because it'll feel like your leg has been struck by an arrow and is on fire.
Nice.
So Joffrey, you'll love that. And so another thing that you can do then is after maybe 5 breaths there is actually setting the knee down, tucking the toes, and hovering the knee off the ground and aiming to straighten the leg but staying low in the hips. And that will switch on the legs in a very different way and focusing on driving the thigh bone up. It's very fiery, but a great way to build strength in the legs. Actually, these guys might actually kill me for this. I don't really do leg day at the gym because I'm on my legs all the time in my yoga practice. Technically, every day is leg day.
Every day is leg
Every day is leg day. I like that. That's a better way.
Trying to make it back.
Just bouncing back to the meditation question, say hi to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Now, Kathy's asked the question, I hate missing her comments, does music help or hurt meditation?
It depends. I mean, if you've got like
AC/DC.
death metal on the background, maybe not. So for me, there is actually, at the minute, I'm using an album called Max Richter's Sleep, and actually it's an album he created that's meant to be ambient music, orchestral music that's meant to help you go to sleep or enjoy when you're sleeping, which you can't do because your brain isn't really engaging. And I find that helpful, but for me, when I meditate, it's usually quiet. Some people may prefer music to try and get them more in the zone. So actually, setting up your meditation practice so it's more like a ritual can be helpful. So some people like to light a candle, burn some incense, because it clearly marks that this is a special time for me to do this certain thing. It's the same with the runner. If they've not got their running shoes that they love putting on, they're probably not going to enjoy the run as much as if they're running in their business shoes, you know? It's not going to be the same. But if they've gone through the ritual of putting on their shoes, getting their stuff ready and marking out that time, that I think is the important part. Ritual is a huge part of humanity.
So this is actually this refers back to why we started the Kilted Coaches in the first place, because when we first started trying to deliver our message of health and happiness, we just had our shorts and t-shirt on. Sometimes we wore suits, and we were very serious on camera. We were
trying to be somewhere we're not.
This is what we believe, and you know
it's not authentic.
And we've always loved putting our kilts on, but as soon as we put our kilts on to do the fitness, which was a bit of an oxymoron type thing, we suddenly just became light-hearted. Right, we're having fun. It's time to relax, and it just went on from there. So actually, what you wear, your environment, and obviously music and sense, whatever.
Let's just put it down to kilts being really liberating. Says the person who's sitting here. Like.
Now, I've got a question here from David Ziegler, and I don't know if this is a thing. What is your thoughts on the metal yoga movement or beer yoga? Have you heard of it?
So I think that the beer yoga thing was like a video of people like doing yoga poses and like supping beer and stuff. For me, I personally don't think that alcohol has got a place in a yoga practice. You don't want to. So if your aim is to connect to yourself while taking an inebriate intoxicant that detaches you from yourself, you're not really focusing on the practice. Some places will advertise beer yoga or gin yoga, and actually what they mean is do yoga and then do gin tasting afterwards. Like fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. I don't drink, so like for me that's
not even a whiskey.
I in New York, Visit Scotland put me up to do like a whiskey tasting, and I had so much whiskey that day, and proved to myself that I still have a very good tolerance for alcohol. So there you go.
I just need to resolve something here with, I can't pronounce your name. I'm just going to call you the boss, which I've called you before, Prosogenic boss. But he's wondering what I'm looking at. It's the phone, so I can get the comments.
So you guys are over here, and if we want to read your comments, we have to be here.
Yeah, exactly. So
and my pores aren't good enough for that.
Yeah. So we've got 2 live feeds going on. We've got Finley's Facebook and we've got our YouTube. And Rab's keeping an eye on all the comments coming in on his phone.
Oh, Alicia said 3 studs.
Hey,
thanks, Alicia.
Thank you very much.
I've just had your pores.
My pores are great. Thank you very much.
I think she meant posies.
Oh, poses.
I think she meant the right posies. Poor Kathy.
Well, I did just mention
good
about
old predictive
pores.
Text, right?
What did she write? Pores?
My pores, yeah. Well, you can't talk, mate. He was writing an email back to someone, and he obviously doesn't proof it, and he said blah 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 blah.
The worst for that.
And it says Beth, Rab, and I are looking forward to seeing you. Who's meant to be both, right?
Well, here's the other one.
Beth. Who the fuck is Beth?
There was an email I was pinging to somebody, and I signed it off as Big Daddy.
That's right.
And what was his name? Is it
He
London?
He replied.
Hi, Big Daddy.
we were having a bit of a, these emails went because I couldn't leave it there. He was just like, Big Daddy, question mark.
Yeah,
so I'm going to start sending my emails off as Big Daddy.
Every email he sends me now is like, hey Big Daddy. So if you're watching this, hey buddy.
So I just noticed with Total Cooper Brothers, so you have hair under your forearms, which most people don't have. And
really?
my doctor remarked on it, like when I was younger, it was just like, oh, people don't normally have hair there, so there you go. Oh, you all have it.
Well, three of us
Furry,
have
kind of
furry
real
Scots,
man, really,
furry
really.
Scots people.
Yeah, especially when it gets cold, right?
My coat's blonde, so like this is a good thing.
David's asked again, how did you three meet for the first time?
Today.
on this sofa.
About an hour ago.
Yeah. So we messaged. I messaged these guys on Instagram. We've been following them for a while. I dropped a message saying really great to meet up. They're like, oh, actually, we're local to you, so
Let's
we
do it.
we met up. Please, Rab, say my name.
Yeah, but I can't say his name. That's the thing.
What is the name?
Give it a go, Finlay.
What's we going for?
Prosenja? I just call him Boss normally because it's Boss.
Prosenja, I think.
Is it Prosenja?
Is it Prosenja?
Is that right? Correct us if we're wrong. How do you
please
pronounce
tell
your name? Prosenjit. We've all said it now.
Are you showing different yoga poses and sports tricks to each other? Not yet, but soon.
We've yet to go outside.
Ariel's brilliant. She's lovely. She's one of our subscribers. And she said, "Good God, I haven't had enough coffee for this shit."
I must be showing too much thigh gap.
Oh yeah. So Brosnan just wants me to call him the boss. So
Of course.
my boss. You're not my boss though. I think we've realised my
Hi,
boss was
Ryan.
on one of
You're
my.
just the boss.
the boss. Yeah. Kathy's asking if we're in a cafe, and
There we are. So this is the Batch in Dundee. It's one of my favourite cafes, mostly because you can come in and order something called the Finlay Special, which is my guilty pleasure.
So is that named after you? No, you didn't order that.
So it's two poached eggs on top of spinach with smoked salmon on top of 2 beef patties. It's
Right,
bomb.
we're coming here for that.
It's awesome. It's my
Finlay
favourite.
Special.
Finlay Special.
Awesome.
There's even a button on the till that says Finlay Special.
No way.
Yeah.
So did you just come and order it that much?
Well, I came in and I was just
Menu.
like, I don't really want to have bread or poached eggs. Can I have 2 beef patties instead?
Nice.
Which is exactly what I'm like.
Rob K, he's our new shirt police. He said too many shirts. Now we used to have this guy called Harry K.
tight shirt.
We had this guy Harry K, who's gone missing.
I know, he is missing
He
in
used to
action.
comment on all our videos, and he'd be on at us. You guys have got your shirts on, depending on what we're talking
Well,
about.
we can't. We're in a cafe. We can't
Yeah,
have shirts.
it'd be a
on.
mi-
People are eating right there.
It'd be a Mindset Monday, and he was like, great message, guys, but you could have done that with your shirt off.
When are the so when are the shows coming on? I'm showing you some knee here. Look at that.
Would you rather see knees or nipples?
You guys should organise a yoga and fitness retreat. Do you know, I was actually going to propose that to these guys, because actually yoga plus fitness plus food stuff would go down.
That would be cool,
story.
right?
On a Greek island, according to this guy.
Oh, on a Greek island.
Yeah.
I need to wear my mini kilt.
And it'd be definitely,
I'm imagining that.
I don't have a mini kilt. I don't have a mini kilt.
definitely no shirts on that trip.
It would be, you'd be seeing sweat puddles dripping from different places.
Should we organise a retreat?
You don't need
That'd
to.
be
You don't need to overthink
Actually, I've got a
that.
question then. I mean, it's the idea of this puts me right off, but hot yoga.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on that?
So, so for me, I think that I like to practice in a warm room because when I'm warm, I can relax a little bit more. But your body has internal mechanisms to stop you from overheating. So all you're doing is sweating. Sweating isn't detoxifying. You're just sweating. So when people are like, "Oh, I'm
Dehydrating yourself.
detoxing," it's like, well, no. If you weren't detoxing, you would be dead. So you're actually just sweating to cool yourself down and expending energy via that. So just like the same as if you were in a freezing cold room, you would start to shiver to maintain your body temperature. So if you don't maintain your internal body temperature by 1 degree, you die. So like for me,
die.
so for me, I'm like hot yoga. Meh.
It's funny because obviously you get a lot of detox supplements, this, that, and the other, and there's a lot on the market that are absolute nonsense.
I'm always interested when they say, "Oh, it detoxes you." I'm like, how, where, and why?
My liver has been detoxing me since the day I was born.
Yeah.
And
Because if it didn't, you would be
Yeah.
an infected mess.
Yeah.
You would be probably dying.
More of an infected.
the human
mess.
race in general, the livers have been detoxing our bodies for millions of years,
It's
or
the same as I
hundreds
don't
of thousands
understand.
of years.
You know the people who drink their own piss. I don't understand that. It's like that's come out of you for a reason.
Yeah.
And,
Your body,
that urea is poison.
your liver has this amazing way of detoxing you by taking your water and processing the toxins into a little parcel of protein. So you need protein for this. and then you pee it out. So to drink your own urine, you're basically just taking all those toxins back in again.
Yeah, it's not like you're doing a better job second time round. So it's almost
Just
like
in case my liver missed something.
it's like the people that put,
again.
I was running a retreat in Thailand, and they were just like, "Oh, we've got this treatment for you. Do you want to do it? We're going to put yogurt up your butt and then coffee." And I was like, "No, I'm okay actually. I'm really good with that."
I remember there was this client of mine's daughter went on a yoga retreat, and there was something to do with was it a muslin cloth? You swallow it.
Oh, actually, see, so
what's the
there's
story behind
this
that?
tradition. One of the old yoga textbooks called the Hatha Yoga Pradipika is actually got all these different cleansing techniques, and so there is basically nasal flossing where you eat a little bit of tissue and kind of cough it to look down your nose and floss between your mouth and your nose to clean that out. Then there's you eat enough bandage that it goes into your stomach and you pull it up and it pulls up bile and stuff. There's another one where you sit you're meant to do this sitting in the Ganges, but you can just sit in a bowl of water and kind of tension, and it soaks water up, blows it out, so you end up with a bowl full of your own you know what. And then also things like if you can't lick the back of your own throat, you have to cut underneath your tongue and rinse with salt water until your tongue is long enough to lick the back of your own throat. And this is why a lot of traditional aspects of yoga I don't teach.
I've got a good question for you, Finlay. How long does it take for you to make your Instagram posts? How long does it take you to prepare?
Oh my gosh, it's really difficult because I've got a 10-second timer on my camera and I have to push the button, hope that whatever bit of my body I put back here is still in focus, press the camera and be like, oh my god, right, and then hope that the photo I can pull off a face that is somewhat serene. I hate to do more than 2 takes, so I generally don't. So it's people are always like, oh, your plugs in the background. I'm like, yeah, because I live in a house with plugs. So I leave them there. But my videos sometimes take a couple of tries. The professional shots, obviously, those are different. Those are photo shoot.
And obviously the videos, you spend a good few seconds twirling the moustache, right?
Oh yeah, I put up that taster video the other day of what are your essential yoga checklists. It's room is kind of tidy, pants are on sometimes, and beard is on point,
So they're twirling their moustaches. I just get eye bushes.
I woke up with mine in my eye this morning.
Oh, that's impressive.
So I'm going to braid them together.
Hi from Mexico. Lots of Mexico.
Hi from Mexico.
Good
Hi,
God,
India.
I wish I could talk that fast. See, we don't feel we do talk fast.
It's when we get excited.
It's a very
people do
Scottish
talk
thing,
fast.
yeah. It's a very Scottish thing.
We have
apologise.
very articulate tongues. So there you go.
And we're hard to understand at the best of times, so when we start talking fast, you have no hope.
Ever heard of aerial yoga? Yes, I teach it. So, yeah, I hope I have heard of it.
Come to Dundee in Scotland and come to Finley's studio and they'll teach you some aerial yoga.
I find it really helpful actually. So there's a lot of people who I work with got lots of knee or joint issues, and actually I can get them to recreate a lot of poses fully supporting, for example, underneath the front thigh in warrior, I can fully support the weight there so the foot isn't in contact with the ground. So they're able to do warrior and get the benefits from it and feel how it is in the body without any impact on certain joints. So in that regard, I think it's really cool. It crosses a really fine line when people just start doing tricks. And so tricks for me aren't yoga, but there's a lot of really great yoga applications. An aerial hammock is just a prop like a yoga strap or a yoga block, as far as I'm concerned.
My main man, Sahan, he's always got this hashtag, Drab for President. So he's asking you, do you think Drab would make a good president?
Well, I mean,
I'm curious.
What president of where?
Of the world.
Of the world.
The
Well,
whole wide world.
I frequently joke with my students that when I take over this world, things will change. So you'll be up against me in the running, fella.
It's fine.
But when you take over the world, you will need a president.
Yes. Good point.
I see.
Yeah, you will need somebody to run your
But you
day-to-day stuff.
have your own president. I mean, you have these people under you to take care of the nonsense.
This is true, underling. So, Rob, yes, you could be an underling.
But would that make a good underling?
I've only known you for about an hour, but I'm going to say potentially yes. You're in a kilt. You do exercise. This is ticking quite a few boxes.
There we are.
And I've said ticking boxes apparently for all the people that are commenting on your stuff.
Are you going to do this again in English?
Oh, just wait. So the best thing is if you re-watch this and put on closed captioning and see what YouTube does for our subtitles, because it will come up with banana squash says parfilabila. It's like, oh.
But I think that's how we're getting away with it, because sometimes we swear in our videos.
We swear quite a lot, and it never picks it up.
I swear in my classes all the time. I've been trying to stop myself.
Kathy wants to see the tattoo on your hand.
Ooh.
And an explanation of what it is and why. If you're willing to
what happens
share.
if you push it?
It activates my Triforce powers. So I got antlers. I got those when I got married, and the next bit I got when the marriage stopped.
I see.
So this is the alchemical symbol for earth and fire. So it's like a transformation symbol. I'm looking at getting another tattoo, which is a mixture of sort of detail and geometric, which would be a wolf's head on my chest, hopefully.
Nice.
So, to be confirmed.
Finlay, someone's asking, she's saying, or he or she, I'm not sure. Bonjour from France. Say,
Bonjour.
what's your Instagram? They didn't catch it.
Oh, it is Finlay, Finlay 0901. There aren't many other Finlays
I wonder
on
if
Instagram.
we will link it after this finishes going live. It'll register as a video, and we will put it in the show notes. We'll link Finlay's Instagram and Facebook, etc.
One for us guys is we'd love to see some more ballet exercises. That was far too entertaining. We've actually got part 3 coming soon. Ken's coming over from
New York.
We don't think we've told you a story about this, have we? We did a. It was Ken. He saw Ken. He's the director of the Marble Fontaine Ballet Academy in New York City, and he saw one of our videos and he made a bit of contact. So we engineered it so that he's coming over for the Fringe anyway, and we're going to go along. And it's all about his whole thing is that anyone can do. Not anyone can do ballet, but anyone can give ballet a go.
Yeah.
Even guys that like myself that's very inflexible.
I'd love to go to that class.
So he's got 2 professional dancers
Okay.
that are coming along to do it. We're going to do a piece, and there's a ballet.
Hang on, you're going to be in a piece?
Well, we're going to do a piece for our filming. But
Okay, right. I was just like, what?
Can you imagine?
I want in on this.
But there's a ballet thing called James, and apparently in that they wear the kilt, so
Okay.
it's going to be kind of a kilty thing. So we did our first ballet episode where we just messed around in the hall and gave it our best shot. We did an extra one which came out the other day, which was more us doing ballet press-ups, and then the third one will be on the 8th of August.
What's a ballet press-up?
Kind of like a diamond press up with the hips up in the air. And the idea was to get 1/3 of your body weight coming down through the press.
So basically, straight legs, feet together, and it's 5 hand lengths.
Five
and then you make a
Stephen hand
diamond,
lengths.
and then it's basically a shoulder press, but your body's like this position here.
Fair enough.
It's okay.
So you've just got a new follower from that Instagram.
Hey.
Who else have we?
I hope you still follow us on Instagram.
He's
I
asking.
like your Instagram.
Our boss or the boss is asking, how do you manage your hairstyle?
Who? This one? Or me?
I'm
What
assuming.
do you mean? He's got good hair.
I know, but
I'm just
you're
gel,
just stick
so-
on. But I need to
I
put
don't
more
have
gel
that
on
much
mine
hair to
actually.
actually comment on.
Blow dry it up here.
I just run my hand through it and then I go, oh, there it is.
That's actually exactly what I do.
And then I just leave it. My beard, sometimes I need to make sure I've not got like egg in my beard. That's, sometimes I have to ask friends to keep an eye on that. Hi, Craig. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. There's a vanity thing, people are like, oh, you're so vain, you're checking your beard. I'm just like, well, I don't know what's in it,
We do a beard check when we
I know,
need to,
yeah.
especially if you've had the cold.
See, I need to have like a bearded, kilted friend who can say, oh, you don't have stuff in your beard today, that's great.
We should just set up a constant FaceTime. Like,
Yeah,
beard
just
check.
FaceTime you guys.
You're good, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
No, there's actually.
Hi, Jenny.
It's not a beard check, but there's something app that you get now where you can help.
Are you kidding?
Blind people.
Oh, I was talking about like an app for checking your
But you
beard.
read their mail or something. I saw my mate was talking about it. And I can't remember what the name of it. And apparently what it is like, so if someone's blind, they'll maybe I don't know how to do it. Screenshot what it is, and you read it out.
There's things for that anyway. Where actually, I work with some clients who have like complete sight loss, and actually you can take a photo of something that is written, and your phone will actually read it out to you. It's almost scan the document and read it out to you.
Clever.
Yeah.
Now, I struggle pronouncing this. Abendensho Schreiber, German maybe, is a places you want to visit most in your life.
Canada. I would really love to go to Canada. No, never been. So it looks really, there's part of me that's just like, I look over there and I'm just like, wow, like those environments look incredible. I would really love to go and visit. And actually I'm heading to Germany for the first time in a couple of months, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, well, you've been to Canada quite a lot. I've been once. We both love it. Absolutely love Canada. I really want to go to New York. I've never been to New York.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
So we've been to New York,
Alright.
not together, but individually, like.
We met up there. No.
Yeah. Imagine me trying a yoga pose in Times Square. I would get arrested.
You would get a crowd, trust me. You would get a
And then
crowd.
I'd get arrested.
And then get
And
arrested.
then get arrested, yeah.
Especially if you didn't have pants on, which seems to be everybody's remit on this couch.
So
We've answered a question you didn't ask.
It's a leather sofa, so when we stand up, there's going to be three
Sweat
little
patches.
three little sweat patches,
And a little,
or six little sweat patches. Should I
and a
say?
peeling sound.
The boss is asking, because he uses block capitals, that's because he's the boss. He's coming down from the
Shouting.
top. He's shouting, we need to know, where are you guys? So
So we are in Dundee. This is a place called The Batch. It's on Exchange Street. So the boss, hopefully you'll come down here or something.
When we were coming to meet you, we were like, yeah, so it's back, like the composer.
I thought for ages, I was like, oh, it's back, it's very highbrow. And then it was like, no, it's Batch. Alright,
Fine.
that told me.
I don't even want to say this one. No, it's just that somebody's making fun of somebody's thing.
What?
Yeah, let's not repeat
Yeah,
that.
Say
let's
it,
not repeat
say
it.
it.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
don't want to say it.
Oh, fine.
Like a cat is involved, that's all I'm saying.
Whose name sounds like a cat?
Remember we did that in the video? We did the meow thing.
That's right,
That's
yeah.
from Super Troopers.
So-
You see the movie
so-
Super Troopers?
Somebody commented on one of our videos. It was it Portuguese or
Oh, yeah.
Brazilian Spanish or something, whatever it was, and we did Google Translate and it came out like these guys are
You
beautiful
get
cats.
some, you get
And we're
some
like,
weird
Cats?
weird things with that translate. So I get quite a few like Russian comments, and I put that in like this. I have no idea if this is accurate. I remember one time I was teaching in Sweden, and I went along and I had looked up some of like my classic phrases, and I like translated them in, and I said them out loud, and there's these people in the front row like, you used Google Translate, didn't you? And I was like, sorry, I'm sorry. What was I meant
my
to
hands
do?
up.
What was I meant to do? They're like, it's not right. Okay.
2 questions. So, Finlay, they want your Instagram again because they're not listening the first time.
We will put it into text. So
Yep.
it's Finlay Finlay 0901.
The next question is, Finlay, you have a book.
I do.
What is the title and when's it coming
The
out?
book is called Kilted Yoga, and it's coming out. It's available on Amazon pre-order just now. So if you type in Kilted Yoga, you won't find any other book. It's literally that. And so there are 4 sequences to get you into yoga. So the first one is very introductory. Second one is a little bit longer, but 10 minutes longer than that, which will get you into some slightly stronger poses. And then the next 2 are progressions on from there, leading towards about a 1-hour practice that you can do at home. In between there are meditation guides, intent sounding guides, as well as a little bit about my life growing up in rural Scotland, about my yoga practice, what I do, and like FAQs about injuries. So I'm wanting it not to be like the end of the conversation. I'm wanting it to be the start of the conversation where people pick it up and go, I really love this sequence. What can I add to it to do this, that, or the next thing? Or how can I modify this if I've got this injury? Or so that it becomes a platform that people can use a lot. So hopefully that tells you a little bit about it. And you don't need to wear a kilt if you don't want to, although I am in every single pose with sexy results.
So you said you grew up in rural Scotland. Where did you grow up?
I grew up, so like, there, have you heard of Lanark?
Yeah.
So like,
There's
so
Lanark
right,
and near Lanark.
yeah. So I was about to say. So we're right on the very sort of town perimeter of Lanark. So it's like Lanark, and then Fields, Valley, New Lanark, and then like the Clyde Valley. So like right in front of my house was just like open fields, trees, right down into the river valley of the Clyde.
Nice.
So yeah, that's where I grew up. So near World Heritage Site, at the same time still near like a lot of natural environment. So I was like a child of summer, getting back to Game of Thrones. Like I was always out.
Winter is here, actually.
Winter is here, but even in winter we were out there. Yeah, so we spent a lot of time outside growing up. When you've got a twin brother, you kind of always get somebody there to
Yeah, you've always got a
beat
friend,
up.
right?
Yeah, friend.
Or it looks at your twin brother now, he'd be doing the beating up.
I don't know. I can work my way around that.
Ninja your way around.
Exactly.
Somebody's asking again, are you always wearing kilts? I mean, mostly, but in my area, they're mostly just worn for celebrations.
I think now with what I do, I'm in kilts so much more. It used to be, I mean, growing up, it would be celebrations, family events, formal events. I'd wear them to certain parties. I would wear them to like weddings, ceilidhs, because we would go to ceilidhs. You get invited to ceilidhs all the time. But now I find myself in them more and more, and I've now got quite a few. Yeah, and I really enjoy them. Like I was strutting down here today, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm in
Hanging loose and
You
staying
feel great.
funky.
Hanging loose, staying free. I was like, oh my god, my boots are amazing, my kilt's amazing, and I was loving it.
I think for us, we love wearing our kilts so much But because you're in the fitness industry, like I can't really wear my kilt all the time.
No,
although
no.
I'd like to. So actually, hence why we're now all in sort of revolt with Kilted Yoga, we're the Kilted coaches because we love wearing a kilt, and I thought, right, we need to create something here that we wear a kilt all the time.
It is something that's very sort of quintessentially Scottish. It's very recognisable. It's recognisable all over the world.
Quintessentially.
Quintessentially.
He's used that word as well.
Twirling my moustache and saying quintessentially Scottish. So I like that because it's so we'll go with iconic then instead of like quintessentially Scottish. I like that when you're wearing it, people can instantly identify it, but it's also like a callback to a heritage, because that's one thing I struggle with is sometimes it's like, okay, well actually this is where I'm from, and actually this is part of my heritage, and actually if I want to express it, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. But saying that, like if I've got somebody and they're lying on the ground and I'm like coming over and doing a yoga adjustment, I need to teabag. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally teabag people.
Well, it's funny because last September we did a charity event for the
Oh, somebody's saying Finn versus the Kilted Yoga's Kiltwalk. As if we, I don't know if that's an invitation for like a strip show or what. I have no idea.
stuff we get is unbelievable.
Yeah. Is that like, let's have a kilt off as in terms of like challenge?
Is it like or is it like was that a demand? Like,
yeah, kilt
like,
off.
Take the kilts off. Because from here, I mean, you would literally say that's my belly button is there, so you would, I'm good either way. I could take this kilt off right now. I'm not gonna.
You may get thrown out, yeah.
They like me here, but they don't like me that much.
That's you. There will not be the Finlay special there anymore. The button will be gone.
The Finley special will be a police zone in the corner.
Yeah. So last September we did our charity event, and one of the things that happened, we were wearing our kilts every day, and people said, well, do you not wear your kilts every day anyway? And that's when we were kind of like, well, it's quite tough to wear your kilt every day when we're doing our PT.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the month,
but I feel like people get they're a little bit disappointed. So but when you explain to them like, no, realistically, I'm not in a kilt every day, but I enjoy it. Ask me questions about it. That's what I've started doing, because people are like, oh, did you practice yoga in your kilt every day? I said, well, look at my Instagram. No, I wear fabulous leggings every day. Some of them turn, of course. But
somebody mentioned the leggings here somewhere.
Yeah.
But then you can say to somebody who's maybe a lawyer, do you wear your suit all the time?
Yeah.
Well,
is that your outfit of choice?
Only when I'm doing the lawyer stuff.
Yeah. So the same. So the same with the Kilted Yoga stuff. Like if somebody's asked me to come and do some kind of talk about Kilted Yoga or a bit of something about it, then yeah, I'll totally wear it. But I'm not going to go to a class and be like, all of you need kilts, otherwise I'm not teaching you. Like, because I'd be able to teach these guys, and that's it.
Yeah.
And like 4 or 5 others.
And that'd be far too many balls on show.
Essentially. Well, once I teach you guys how to headstand properly,
Me especially,
this was how this came about, because they posted on Instagram this like headstand, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh my god, like what is
to be
that?
fair, I was trying to do handstand press-ups. I was just trying to get up and then start doing
Well, that
press
ain't how you do that either. So, you want handstand push-ups? I'll show you how to do that. Totally doable.
I think I need
Well,
to
don't hold me
challenge.
to it. That would be a different video.
Hello, maybe does somebody speak Russian? Can any of us speak Russian?
No.
Sorry.
I know. Rocky IV has a line. Yapsen super bureau. Yapsen yat. Yapsen yat. That's when Drago
He might be
says,
making this up.
No, I'm telling you, man. It's when he shouts to the crowd, I do this for me. I do it for me. So I just spoke Russian. I'm sure of it.
I do this for me too. And my dog. He's nice.
What's your dog's name?
Amalo.
Amalo?
Yeah. It's the name of the town in Sri Lanka where I found him. So.
Oh, cool.
It's a sweetheart.
How old did the guesstimate he is?
Maybe 2. Yeah, so he's a playful little pup thing. Joining my practice this morning, like headbutting me and pawing at me, and he actually got like scratches down my chest from this morning because his swipe was like right down my chest. He's just learned how to do sit and paw, and now it's the only thing he does.
By the way, people said perfect Rocky line and Dolph Lundgren, so they knew what I meant. See?
Absolutely. There you go. I stand corrected. I thought it was me thinking something. Oh, I just realised there's a side angle on this one that I've not been taking into account.
There's not much we can do because it automatically uploads.
Oh, watch that back.
Oh, touch that again. Nah, I think you were fine.
Okay, I'm kind of closing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Although I'm pretty sure you brought your leg over your head.
Oh, that was
I was covered.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Covered.
We have to say hola to the Brazilians. Hola.
Hola!
It's funny because when I was on my honeymoon, we were in Mallorca, and I then got pretty tan, and some people say either sometimes Spanish or sometimes Italian. I'd go into the
You
shop
can do dark, dark.
and I'd go, hola, and then they start rattling off Spanish to me. I was like, literally, you had me at hello.
I think I've got just enough of the ginge that people are like, you're not from here.
So you're alright. Yeah.
See, we went on a cruise and we started in Barcelona, and then we went down up the Italian coast. We went to Naples, Rome, Florence,
I love
but then we
Rome.
went to Cannes and then to Mallorca. So we went from speaking Catalan, so it's not quite Spanish, to then
Quite Spanish. I'm sure that they would want that to be phrased differently.
well, it's kind of like Spanish, but they like their own twist on it, right?
Yeah, of course.
So and then the Italian, and then we went into Cannes, so we were in France. Then you're constantly changing language. I'm like, hola, bonjour. I have no idea what to say.
Just doff your imaginary hat.
Give them the thumbs up, and they're all good.
I have a question for you guys. How high up can you get your foot?
Like
Maybe on the table if I'm lucky.
like
You've got to watch yourself.
I
This is
used
the
to
challenge. I'm doing this for your viewers.
like bent leg or straight leg.
Go for bent leg. See what
I
bent
used to
leg
go
is.
to get my foot behind my head.
Really?
Used to, and I've not tried it for a very long time. I'm
You've
actually.
not warmed up. You are sitting on a couch, but it's just more of a for these guys.
What day is today? It's Thursday.
Thursday. He's more flexible on Thursdays.
If I flash, I really do apologise.
It's not sorry at all.
He really isn't.
Oh, he can get his foot behind his head. There you go. That would go back there. If he wasn't sitting on a couch, that would be right back
Yeah,
there.
and if I didn't have big walking boots on.
That's impressive. Walking boots. Shouldn't be in anyone's way.
Now, Finlay, we've got a question from Kathy again. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Nice
What
question.
clan is your kilt?
It is none. So this is the Greyfriars tartan. So it's designed for grass market projects in Edinburgh. So it's a charity that does a lot of work with the homeless. So a lot of homeless people go there and learn lots of different skills, and some of them then take those skills on. So I was learning about this woodworker. She would actually go in and she would engrave by burning art into different pieces of wood, and she now has set up like her own studio and is now one of the benefactors of the charity who has gone through the process. So they do loads of really great work. So I actually wear that to support them, and then I'm going to be auctioning this kilt off in January to support them. So
Happy days.
I'm getting some wear in it, if you know what I mean.
We're going to wash it out.
Are we smelling it?
We've had a few people saying that we should sell our sweaty socks
Oh
and
god.
underwear, but we don't wear underwear, so you can't get that.
Oh. This is one of the
Yeah, it's
reasons. So
weird.
what we're saying, you know, these are the kilts that we own. Rental kilts, wear some undies. There you go. Some tip from us.
I've got a question for you, Finlay. So I saw that you're walking a charity event.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, you guys know about the Kiltwalk?
Yes.
Yeah. So, there's the Dundee Kiltwalk. Is a 25-mile walk from St Andrews to Dundee, and actually with my connections with St Andrews to Dundee, I thought it's a pretty poignant time to do it. And I'm actually walking representing the charity that I work for, which is Heartspace. So Heartspace is in a position just now where we have the opportunity to buy the building, and so we're fundraising and doing this lots of crowdfunding to try and gain the funds to purchase the building, because when we purchase the building we'll be able to do more outreach work, and our outgoing costs will be down about 2/3 every month, which means we'll have way more resources. So we already provide free classes for kids, toddlers. We do like super reduced price classes for pregnant women and for mothers and babies. We do a free class for the Women's Rape and Sexual Assault Centre, as well as different outreach networks around Dundee. So we actually want to do more of that. We want to do more outreach. We've done stuff with Terence Higgins Trust, LGBT youth, different schools, different scouting associations, guides, brownies, all that kind of stuff. So we want to go out and do more of that, and actually by having more access to our resources by purchasing the building, that'll be easier for us to do. So I'm walking in the Kiltwalk as the Kilted Yogi and getting a team together to walk it. And so if any of you want to actually walk it, you're more than welcome to join our page. It is Kilted Yogis on
Where
there.
is it?
It's on the 20th of August, a Sunday, and you can do, there's 25 miles, I think there's 13 miles and 6 miles.
What day is that?
Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Are we there?
I think we're there, mate.
Come join my team.
Kilted coaches will be there as well.
That'd be great. So
We'll go live.
that'd be a long live. That'd be like 4.5 hours of live.
We'll do a little bit of live.
A little bit of live. And also I'm going to be doing, I think I'm doing little demos at some of the pit stops. I'll be like jumping on stage and cracking out some moves on the walk. Yeah, so I'm doing some PR for them in the run up, like 5 moves, 5 yoga stretches that you can do before the kilt walk, 5 stretches you can do after the kilt walk, you know, things like that.
Happy days.
So yeah, should probably do slightly longer dog walks to get myself ready for that.
So there you go, 20th of August, Sunday 20th of August. come to Scotland.
Yeah.
Starts in Dundee.
It starts in St Andrews
Starts in
and then
St Andrews, comes to
heads
Dundee.
along the coast. Actually, we'll be heading through some really beautiful scenery. Some of which actually I shot the book in. So we get to see some of that.
The Fife Coastal path is amazing.
Yeah, so it's
really
passing through Tentsmuir as well. So
Nice.
I love Tentsmuir Forest. The sand is always crisp and clear.
isn't it? Also, and sometimes if you're walking on the beach, the seals follow you.
Really?
Yeah, especially if you've got a dog.
cool.
They're very curious about dogs, so they follow the dogs. And the dogs get very curious as well.
Let's say hi to Joseph Neal.
Joseph,
Hey guys,
Comments
I
all
made
the
it.
time. Hi Joseph.
Yeah.
obviously all my folks are asleep because they're not joining in.
All your guys are kind of watching but not actually saying anything.
A lot of the folks, when I do lives on my page, they'll then comment after the event. Which is fine, I guess. So those of you that are watching me on my page, say something, anything, prove that you are there, prove that you are a human.
You can see all these people join. So we've got the
What people I
audience.
know.
Hi Finley's friends.
Hi, goodness, three friends.
Somebody was asking for the kilted dance, so shall I give them a wee kilted wiggle?
What is that?
The Kilted Wiggle.
Prepare to be blown away.
I wonder if we can.
I don't know if I'm ready
Right.
for this. People are eating their lunch.
Try
Is this appropriate?
Try and change the angle here. Look. Right,
You get 10 seconds,
Oh, wait,
you give us a 10 count.
this is going to fall over.
Are you joining with me or am I on?
I was going to suggest all three of us do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're joining in, Finley.
Sitting at that table,
Right,
like the
wait.
marketing team for all of Dundee and the V&A, and they're going to be
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Right, kidding?
You get 10 seconds worth.
They'll love it.
Oh no, we have to turn it down.
Right, we all in shot. 1, 2. Wait. Right, we're all in shot. Spin it that way.
Ready?
Ready?
What is this?
Kilted Wiggle.
Just freestyle it.
It's just like
We're doing a live thing, but apparently we have to dance now. We have to dance.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Give us a 10 count.
Look at this Kilted Wiggle, he's doing big legs. Did you go down? Do you know how to do that, Joe?
I'm always scared of the.
I'm totally done with that.
Basically, if you're the tail, it should be wagging. That's exactly.
Something was wagging.
Right, so the boss will be happy now.
Okay. That was for the boss?
The boss, yeah. Dance
I need to adjust myself.
I actually watched both
I think I actually made a
channels.
clap sound when I did that.
Now you're just showing off.
It wasn't my thighs. Yeah.
Pom Park 69, I actually watch both channels and this is blowing my mind. So much positive right now.
Hey, who's that?
Pom Park 69. I don't know, Pom Park?
Hey.
Wiggle. Cool, hold on, just trying to catch up. You guys have
funny.
all the moves, but it's
We're
solid
actually only
gold,
like-
Ted. Solid gold.
We're only like 20 miles apart, so it's actually no bother at all to do this.
You guys are looking good. I want to give you guys a shoulder stretch. We'll see how you do. So, this one is great for rhomboids. It's usually a little bit tougher for guys who've got more developed chest and forearm, but we'll see how you do. It's called eagle arms. Take your arms forward, have your palms facing your face, elbows the height of the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to bring your right elbow over your left. Turn the hands to face away. Okay, so hands are facing away from each other. Your left hand then takes hold of the right palm.
Christ, time myself in a knot
Yeah.
here.
That's it. Yep.
Is that it?
So it's because of the forearm bulk, it's tough. So deep breath in.
Just tying us in knots.
Now relax your wrist. There you go. Now lift the elbows up and move the forearms a little bit away from your face. Yeah, that's it. And then pull your shoulder blades down. Yeah, so it's a good stretch for your shoulders. You should be feeling this kind of like in here and maybe a little bit around here, but you'll get a lot of pressure on your forearm. That's the only issue. Yeah, that's one side. And then
Yeah, of course the other. Damn it, having two arms.
it is a hardship having
Damn your other arm. That's quite cool. That's actually where I get tight when I've been training biceps and I go running.
Yeah, because a lot of people when
posture's
they
moving.
run, their shoulders are actually almost winging, and they're also like really tensed up.
Yeah, that's
So what I like to do with this one is actually put a tennis ball on my back, lean against the wall like this, because the shoulder blades are spread. And you can really massage kind of like right up and down through rhomboid. It's a really good stretch.
Right, we're going to have to wrap this up because Stevie Boy's Barry is running out.
Tragic.
So yeah, we're going to sign off in a second. Any final questions, fire away. If not, we will see you all soon.
Yeah, you can drop questions in the comments. Yeah, I'm sure you'll see us again.
You will. we will organise a full video. I'm going to use the phrase kilt off. I don't actually mean we're going to get the kilts off, but
But you said that's how you guys finish your videos, so
If it's a Friday video, yeah.
if it's a Friday video, then it's exactly how we're going to finish
yes, that is what will happen.
We need the ultimate kilted collaboration.
What we've realised is we've committed to getting the kilts off every Friday.
Okay.
But we're kind of getting not bored with it, but we realise that it's like, we're just doing it the same way each time, so we're throwing the kilt over the shoulder and walking away. So we're trying to come up with more imaginative ways of doing it.
So what Stephen's saying is we need a fresh pair of cheeks to join us.
I can do that. So, what you... I wonder... There's totally ways that we could do that. We could easily... So if I could scorpion handstand over and use my feet to actually pull your kilts off.
That would be one hell of a trick, right?
Now kidding, it's sounding pretty good in my end as well.
Yeah.
So we will make a video. We're not too sure what we're going to do yet, and we may even discuss plans to do a kilted retreat.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah. And we come
True
to
flavour of Scotland.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anything that promotes Scotland, we're big advocates of.
Yeah.
And don't forget, guys, for our channel, we've got our live feed on this evening, which is 9 p.m. our time,
Which is
Whatever,
4 p.m. Eastern time, 2
you memorised that,
p.m.
have you?
Western. Yeah, I put it on the email.
Go.
Did you? Happy day. So we'll be back on again tonight with our whiskey, so come and join us for a whiskey. And again, fire away questions, whatever.
Those of you that are on my page, I've linked these guys in, so if you go to their page, click like, make sure that you like their page, and then also add comments in the part below so that we can both see them and we'll both answer, so that we can fire some stuff your way. So, Kilted Coaches, folks, if you've got yoga questions, feel free to chuck some at me.
Yep.
And those of you that are on my page, if you want more PT-based questions, nutrition questions, chuck some at us and we can fire some answers back.
And there's definitely still going to be more people saying, how do you get onto your Instagram page? We will link it.
It is challenging.
I think I even know off by heart now, isn't it? It's Finlay 1901, is that right?
No, my God, no. 0901. Don't
09.
forget it. So Finlay 0901.
Jesus.
What you did?
Yeah, what am I doing? Sort it out.
President.
I know. Underling then, isn't it? Which is actually funny because it's. Do you ever watch House of Cards?
No.
Anyway, that Kevin Spacey plays President Underwood as opposed to Underling. So if you watch that, you get a joke.
Thank you for following.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.